All I'm saying, Mr. Chairman, is you may have done nothing wrong. No,
but you tweeted that I did.
I'm claiming my time, Mr. Chairman. There's a story out there, right? Because we believe everything in the media, like when you go on Fox News and say things and everyone says that they're true with innuendos and ifs and maybe, the Biden family, the crime family, all this nonsense. But when it happens to you, it's fake news. And what I'm saying is there should be the same. I'm reclaiming my time, Mr. Chairman. There should be the same standard. You said at the beginning of this hearing, the Biden administration can't have it both ways. Neither can you, Mr. Chairman. I yield my time back. Thank you.
No one does it like Congressmember Jared Moskowitz. I'm Ben Meiselas from the MeidasTouch Network. Democratic Congressmember Moskowitz calling out MAGA Republican James Comer, who chairs the Oversight Committee, for doing exactly what he claims President Biden of falsely doing when James Comer is actually really doing it. While James Comer served as the head of the Agricultural Department in his home state of Kentucky, and while James Comer had oversight responsibilities relating to agriculture, Comer engaged in very shady business dealings and very shady loans and very shady financial transactions over, yep, you guessed it, agriculture with his brother. Here is another clip of the interaction as Democratic Congressmember Moskowitz brilliantly calls out James Comer. Play the clip.
But you and Goldman, who is Mr. Trust Fund, continue to try to
reclaiming my time.
No, I'm not going to give you your time back. We can stop the clock. You all continue to, you look like a Smurf here just going around and all this stuff. Now listen.
Mr. Chairman,
I'm going to tell you something.
Hold on. If we're not on time, we can
disinformation.
You have gone on TV and said the president did something illegal. You're doing stuff with your brother. The American people have the same questions. Why should they believe you? Why should they believe you? Why should they believe you? There's a different rule for the president. There's a different rule for you. Why should they believe what you're saying, Mr. Chairman? Why? You go on Fox News and say loans and deals are a way to evade taxes. We don't know that's what you're doing or not. We don't know. We have no idea. We're supposed to take your word for it. But when the president
you've
says
already
something,
been proven a liar, Mr. Moskowitz.
What's that?
You've already been proven a liar.
Who's proven me a liar? You?
Yes.
Your word means nothing, Mr. Chairman.
Go to my hometown. There's a camera crew there today, an opposition research crew there today.
Mr. Chairman, this seems to have gotten under your skin.
I'll pay for your ticket.
I think the American people have lots of questions, Mr. Chairman, and perhaps you should sit maybe for a deposition.
I will be happy.
And just so you all see how that started, here is the beginning of that when the time is yielded to Democratic Congressmember Jared Moskowitz. Play the clip.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. How are you doing today?
Great.
Thank you. You know, my Republican colleagues are so concerned about budgets. You know, meanwhile, they can't keep the government open without Democrats, right? You know, they're so concerned about all of these things, but look what they've done the last, 11 months in power, just utter and complete chaos. And the one thing they want to talk to you about today is this FBI building. Well, I wonder who has texted them and emailed them to talk about the FBI building. And the whole thing, that's it, you're here. About this FBI building. I mean, could that be that Donald Trump is telling them to talk about this FBI building because he's just so mad at the Department of Justice? I mean, it's so transparent. And by the way, I don't know if you know this, we have a war in Afghanistan and a war in Israel. We can't get Israel foreign aid because the speaker decided to politicize it. But they want to talk about furniture. Oh, that is definitely on the American people's mind, right? Right there with gas stoves and ceiling fans, other hearings we've had in this committee. The chairman mentioned something, actually. He said that the Biden administration can't have it both ways. And I agree with that, Mr. Chairman, which is why I'm happy to yield you some of my time today, Mr. Chairman, because I think you owe it to the American people to explain why you've gone on Fox News and told people that while the president was out of office, he had a loan with his brother, and in a way they were evading taxes. It has come out in the public that you also do business with your brother with potential loans. And so since you have framed that and manipulated that with the American people, that Joe Biden did something wrong when he wasn't in office, I just would like to know if you would like to use some of my time.
I would love it.
Okay.
You retweeted that story. Completely false. I've never loaned my brother one penny. My father, who was a dentist, had some farmland. He died, and my brother couldn't afford He wanted to sell it, but he wanted to keep it in the family. So I bought it from my brother.
Yes, so all of the innuendo, all of the accusations are always projection and confession. Here is James Comer when he was on Hannity a few months back when talking about his impeachment inquiry and whether there was evidence. His response was, "I hope so." Play the clip.
No, do you believe that this is now officially the Joe Biden bribery allegation? And do you believe that you will be able to prove that? Jim Comer.
I sure hope so. And I do believe that there's a lot of smoke. And where there's smoke, there's fire. We just heard testimony today.
And here is James Comer on another interview right as it was discovered that his so-called whistleblower was actually a spy for China seeking to undermine America's national security. Play the clip.
No, he's very credible. And the people on MSNBC who made fun of me when I said we had an informant that was missing, they should feel like fools right now.
They are fools.
And this is their worst nightmare because, again, this is a credible witness that the FBI flew all the way to Brussels to interview and sent several agents to interview.
And there you have it, folks. Democratic Congressman Jared Moskowitz strikes back again. Also, some funny posts that he made after being called a Smurf by James Comer. Again, it's always confession and projection with these MAGA Republicans. They always resort to name calling and physical violence and attacking, which always goes to show you how defensive they are because they don't have logic. They don't have the facts on their side. So what do? Attack people, attack the law clerk, attack everybody, come up with lunatic statements versus actually just dealing with the issues before them. I'm Ben Meiselas. Hit subscribe. We're on our way to 2 million subscribers thanks to your support. Check us out at patreon.com/MeidasTouch and have a great day.
Hey Midas Mighty, love this report? Continue the conversation by following us on Instagram at MeidasTouch to keep up with the most important news of the day. What are you waiting for? Follow us now.